Previously on Racing for Glory.
Totally getting it. So, okay, so what I understood before was to get into the corner as fast as I can so nobody can get in front of me.
Right. Well, you're trying to protect your spot.
I'm excited to get some real racing advice instead of having to listen to Mr. Bang 'em up over here.
How's it going, Mr. Third Place?
Second place.
Second.
You got second.
And then as you come around the corner, you just glide into it instead of slam on the brake and then, floor it and try to get going again, because all that momentum slows your car down.
There you go, Lynette.
Matt's wreck in turn 1 really affected his car this time.
Yeah, it was really loose and I couldn't get any speed at all without spinning out.
Hi, my name's Matt with the TV reality show Racing for Glory, and I'd like to introduce you to our bag lunch program. What we try to do is go around at least once or twice a week and take bag lunches to the homeless to get to know them and get to understand their problems and have them get to know us. So God willing, someday we can do more for them. We can get them into housing and get them into jobs, but it all starts with the bag lunch. So if you can be a part of that, go to racingforglory.com, hit the nonprofit link, and see how you can help us out with the bag lunch program. God bless you. Hi, this is Matt from the TV reality show Racing for Glory, and where I'm standing and right behind me is the future home of the Rescue Ranch, where we'll help people that have addictions to drugs and alcohol come out and try to get their lives straightened out a little bit, get some mentoring, get some hard work, and try to find themselves the best way they can. So we need your help to make this a reality. We're going to have a main building where a lot of the programming will take place and where a lot of the people that'll be here will spend a lot of time. And then we'll have outbuildings where we'll have individual places for them to sleep and just make this really a working ranch. And as you can see, there's plenty of room to make all of this a reality. And you can help us do that by going to racingforglory.com, click on the Rescue Ranch, and see how you can be involved and be a part of changing people's lives. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Hey, this is Bart Miller from Mercy Me.
Hey, we're Super Chick.
That's your boy Tweezy. John with Skillet. Rock Magazine rocks.
Rock Magazine rocks.
You are watching The Rock because it rocks. Rock Magazine rocks.
You're watching Racing for Glory
on the Christian Lifestyle Network.
So we're out here at Colorado National Speedway on race day.
How many races you gonna run?
We've been racing over here. Hopefully this will work.
Only Lynette's going to race today. Biggest thing on these cars is tires.
Yeah.
You know, the setup's the setup already on these cars. So we just need to check what's called stagger, which is the difference in the circumference of the tire. And we need to check tire pressure. Okay. So one thing about Lynette is we need to make her feel really comfortable and that everything's taken care of.
Yeah.
The last race we were out here, it was just me and her. It was terrible. I was driving too, and she was driving. Not a good night.
Trying to get the cars changed.
Yeah, it was not a good night. I'm stepping out of my car this week. I'm going to focus on Lynette. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go down. Her car's down there, and we've got to get air in the tires and get it up for a pit. The last race when we were out here, it was just me and her, and it was crazy, and just didn't feel good. I'm going to be her crew chief. I want to make her feel comfortable. He's really teaching us what love means too, man. When you look at God's love in comparison to the kind of love we're trying to give each other, it's ridiculous. Like, think there's something wrong with the starter switch again.
Matt was sweet enough to be my crew chief today. And really good looking, and
techniques that she has, and hopefully she'll get her on the track a lot quicker.
Another VA.
So we want to keep the space in between, but we want to get her car back here. So can we pull it out so she can pull her car in?
Every time we get to the track and try to set up our pit stalls, it always seems to be confusing for some reason.
but common sense seems to be the best policy.
And I leave that up to you because I really have none. So Big Hank is helping us out in the pits this week, and I tell you what, he is a real character.
Matt did a really good job explaining things to Big Hank.
So we want to always have this on 12 volt standard.
Yeah.
Okay. Voltage.
Yeah.
12.5 is what we want.
Yeah.
If you want to check the battery. Okay.
Yep.
And so just make us on there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he really turned out to be a good help for us.
Big Hank had no idea who the people were that were around us, so I took the time to explain it to him.
I don't know who the people around us are either.
He's the driver of 51. Kenton owns all of this and the park. And Joe's his driver. So Joe is...
6 on this side, and what's the other side?
25, yeah.
36.
So we'll start it. And what was this one at? Did you check it yet?
Yes.
Oh, it's got air in it.
I like your hat.
Oh, no, that's my look.
This is Big Hank. Talk now.
So that's the key. We got to make her feel good.
Yeah, I've already told her. Don't take her.
And she likes you, so that's good.
Good.
That's half the battle.
That's half the battle, right? I know it doesn't right now.
It took me 10 months to get her to like me.
Then we all made a group effort of checking tire pressure and stagger.
So I gotta check on Matt and make sure he's doing my tire pressures right. I wonder about him sometimes. I take care of my own oil too.
Roll.
My name is Jacob Sharp. I'm here to introduce you to the grocery store bus. So come on back here. So everything you see right here needs to be stripped out so we can put coolers, generators, stuff that can provide food for the people that can't get to the food banks. So we need your help to provide all this. If you go to racingforglory.com, you can figure out how you can help us benefit other people in our community. go to racingforglory.com and click on the nonprofit link, and we'll show you everything you need to know about the grocery store bus. Thank you. God bless.
Hey, this is Bart Miller from Mercy Me.
Hey, we're Super Chick.
That's your boy Tweezy. Jarmer Skillet. Rock Magazine Rock.
Rock Magazine Rock.
You are watching The Rock because it rocks. Rock Magazine rocks.
Hi, my name's Matt with the TV reality show Racing for Glory, and I'd like to introduce you to our bag lunch program. What we try to do is go around at least once or twice a week and take bag lunches to the homeless to get to know them and get to understand their problems and have them get to know us. So God willing, someday we can do more for them. We can get them into housing and get them into jobs, but it all starts with the bag lunch. So if you can be a part of that, go to racingforglory.com, hit the nonprofit link, and see how you can help us out with the bag lunch program. God bless you. Hi, this is Matt from the TV reality show Racing for Glory, and where I'm standing and right behind me is the future home of the Rescue Ranch, where we'll help people that have addictions to drugs and alcohol come out and try to get their lives straightened out a little bit, get some mentoring, get some hard work, and try to find themselves the best way they can. So we need your help to make this a reality. We're going to have a main building where a lot of the programming will take place and where a lot of the people that'll be here will spend a lot of time. And then we'll have outbuildings where we'll have individual places for them to sleep and just make this really a working ranch. And as you can see, there's plenty of room to make all of this a reality. And you can help us do that by going to racingforglory.com, click on the Rescue Ranch, and see how you can be involved and be a part of changing people's lives. Thank you so much, and God bless you. You're watching
Racing for Glory
On the Christian Lifestyle Network.
Pressure-wise,
Matt, look, is that? I don't know if I need more oil. Should I put more in? Or?
you don't want to run it. All right, so Marcus.
Yes, sir.
This is how we check stackers. Okay? So get us. Yeah, and then she asked me if it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start it up. Wow. That's gonna be your car someday, huh?
Yes, it is.
You have a new one?
Racing for Glory, baby. We got to get her done tonight. Got to get Matt a win. We haven't done that yet this year. See how it goes. Ready to fire this beast up, guys?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
do
here
it.
we go. Wow, you have a nice car, Danica. Man, you're gonna drive that in 10 years, huh? That's so cool. Huh? She's gonna be driving crazy. I think you will. You're gonna be a good driver, huh? Yeah. And I'm anxious to see how the car's gonna run. I think we have it set the way it needs to be set. This is our second to the last race, and I'm getting ready to go out for my first practice. Oh boy, I'm getting a little nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always get nervous right now. Man,
get out there and I'm like, oh Lord, help me.
All right, so we're going out for our first practice. We got the car squared up, ready to go, and we'll see how Lynette's going to do.
Yeah, I think so. It's a little tight. It's okay. Can I have the helmet? Yeah.
Breathe easy.
Right, thank you.
Well, we're doing good.
Okay, let's see how this car's gonna handle. You're kind of tight. This turn in is just too easy. I'm gonna run it hard into the turn one more time. Bringing it in, let's take a look at the stagger.
Okay, bring it in. Let's take a look.
So we just got done with Lynette's first practice. And we noticed in the practice that she was a little tight. The biggest thing on these cars is not much on the setup, you know, like these late models and these Grand American Modifieds like Joe drives. Yes, sir. But the biggest thing is tires, okay? First it's pressure, then it's stagger. So we gotta get the pressure right, and then we gotta check the stagger. So the stagger is the difference in the circumference of the tire from one side to the other.
See what he wants to do.
So the longer or the bigger the longer the stagger, like if it's 3 inches, the car's going to be kind of loose. If it's 1.5 inches, it's going to be tight. So we need to find that perfect spot for her at about 2.5 inches. All right. So that's what we're going to check each time she comes in. Okay. You got it, sir. The car was drifting out on her in the turns, so she couldn't turn hard into the turns. So what we're going to do is after this practice, okay, we're going to jack your car up. We're going to get all 4 tires off, and then we'll change them and put them back on again. Hopefully we'll have them done before you have a third practice, but if not.
Okay, so I just came back from my first practice run. I know, good job, you guys!
You tell you it's a little tight because you were taking that curve, you were low, then you went high.
I felt like I was going good on the straightaways, of course, you know. Then I get ready to go into the turn. I kind of go wide a little bit.
That's okay though. We'll get a little loose though. You loosen up a little bit, you'll stay low, you'll be good to go.
Yeah, we'll really know on this practice. Like I said, the first practice, find out where the car is. Second practice, we tune it in and we'll try to
Try to kind of correct it, but try not to spin out. And then I was trying to follow 45 because she's like a pro, and she dusted me. I thought I was tight.
Yeah, you're tight because what's happening is you're going in the turn and you're going out. Okay, so because you're having a hard time turning in.
Yes. When I brought the car back in, Matt checked my stagger. It's off a little bit, so hopefully with the adjustment, when I go back out on this second practice, hopefully I'll get better results. I'll get a little faster going in and out of the turns. That's where I need to get my speed.
Okay, so we extended your stagger a little bit. So hopefully you'll be able to go in the turns, harder and stay in them instead of drifting out. Okay? We're going to give her a little more stagger in the car, and hopefully that'll loosen her up a little bit so she can go in the turns tighter. So we're anxious to see how that looks. Okay, you see what's going on over there? Okay, that's what we got to do to her car when she comes in for the next practice.
You got it, sir.
All right?
So, she gonna pull in. We're gonna take the lug nuts off. She's gonna pull in. We're gonna take the lug nuts off. Jack up the car. Take the tires off. Take them down there. I'll stay down there. We'll bring the tire flat.
Start strategy.
Yep. Just rehearsing in my head.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure we'll screw it up, but that's okay. At least have good intentions.
At least we'll know what we're doing when we screw it up.
Yeah, at least we know we're doing what we did wrong.
Grace and mercy, right?
Exactly.
Guys like us need a lot of it.
At least the first time. The
chance.
She needs an impact wrench.
And we're gonna make that noise too. I got a question for you. Sir, you met my dad, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what do you think about a fight? What do you think about me asking for marriage?
Well, you know, marriage is a serious thing, not to be taken lightly. You know, Lord willing, you guys get a covenant and you keep it.
So are you. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just telling them it's my anniversary today.
32 years for her and Joe.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a quick question? Put these on your car. Okay, here's the question. All right, Lynette and I are getting along pretty good. You think I should ask her to marry me?
I would have done that a long time ago.
Oh,
Yeah, long time
Well,
ago.
she may not have said yes a long time ago.
Well, maybe you guys were getting along better then, so you better rope her while you can. Yeah, you don't want to let her get away. And now's our anniversary cake, so I'm set. Yep, I'm set.
I didn't know today was your anniversary.
Neither did I. I'm sorry.
So, I was just thinking hypothetically, you know, you and I start getting along pretty good, communication's good, maybe we build a little trust. Maybe marriage could be a possibility someday. Not really sure if that went over very well, so I think we probably ought to get back to racing. I really wish we could get used to putting on these seat belts.
Taking those, will you hold on to them? Thanks.
Okay, Matt, I'm heading out.
Open it up out there. Right there. Let's see how it is.
Car still feels sort of tight. The 77 car won't get off my side. Man, this thing is still tight. I'm gonna run around one more time, then bring it in.
Alright, let's change some tires.
We need to figure something out with Lynette's stagger on her car so she can go into those turns properly.
Fix that, then you got loose and full. So how was it?
Last week, the way the tires were, it seemed like they were pretty much right on. So I don't know what the difference is.
Well, when you're coming out of 4, are you on the gas?
I'm trying to be, but if I am, then I'll lose. You know, I have to be careful because I'll spin out if I try to go on it too hard.
Because you're able to control the car better when you're on the gas. You can
Right.
drive the car.
Right.
So when we come off, we're going to spin out. So when you
Right.
feel yourself spinning, and you start coming off the gas, you're going to spin.
Right.
Okay, if you feel yourself spinning and you stay on the gas, you'll be able to drive your way out of it.
That is so
Okay.
foreign. That's
So it's just finding that fine line. I mean, it's
Well, I don't know. It felt a little loose this time compared to last time, so I don't know.
well, we're putting a whole new set of tires on it. We're gonna, you should have better grip the whole way around.
Okay.
So, praise God.
Yes. Thank you.
Lynette and I are really being blessed these days about not only with our relationship and how we're growing close to each other, but how we're starting to care more about each other's needs than our own. And this is just a really great way to go through relationship, to really understand how God has intended relationship to be. By doing things that way, by putting the other person in the relationship first, you can really start enjoying each other and having fun and just doing all the incredibly wonderful things that God has in store for man and woman together. And Lynette and I are getting to experience that, and it's an absolute joy. But again, one of the things we have to keep in mind is always keeping God first. When two people start becoming close and start to become intimate in a relationship, then we start putting aside the values of Christ and start searching for the inner desires of who we are in our flesh. And Lynette and I have to be very careful of that. We have to continue to seek a relationship that is pure and identified by God as good, instead of seeking a relationship that is selfish and pursuit of worldly and fleshly concerns and desires. So we just need to keep doing that. We need to keep seeking God. We need to keep putting Him first and keep praying to Him for strength as we move forward and enjoying ourselves together both on and off the racetrack. So Father, continue to strengthen us. Continue to show us the importance of who You are first. Guide us on this relationship and what we need to be as man and woman together in the courting process, to understand what it means to honor You in this process as well. So Father, strengthen us, strengthen all the men and women out there that are seeking relationship and intimacy with You and with each other, and giving us the ability to do it in a way that You've called us to do. Father, we just love You so much and thank You. In Jesus' precious name we pray. We thank you again for joining us and being a part of the Racing for Glory family. Can't wait to see you next week. God bless you and have a great week.
I've been lonely, I've been cheated, I've been misunderstood, I've been washed up, I've been